I'm currently in Dubai and my hotel room, my visa, my meals and my data are all covered and completely free. Let me tell you how.
Just for some context here, I was flying with Emirates from Glasgow to Bangkok with a stopover in Dubai, and the stopover was around 8 hours. You basically need to book this with Emirates to get the Dubai Connect, as that's where their base station is. However, lots of different airlines will have different stopover programs for wherever their base station is. For example, you can get a free stay in Istanbul if you're flying with a stopover in Istanbul on Turkish Airlines, and so on. In this video, I'm going to take you through my Dubai Connect experience from start to finish. Once you book your flights, you'll be able to apply for Dubai Connect or see if you're eligible on your Manage My Booking tab on Emirates. Then once you check in at the counter at the airport and hand over your luggage, which is sent to your final destination, you get given your Dubai Connect voucher, which also includes your hotel voucher. Keep a hold of these, do not lose them. Let me explain a little bit more about Dubai Connect specifically. When you're booking a flight with Emirates with a layover in Dubai, if the layover is between 8 and 26 hours in premium economy or economy class, you should be entitled to Dubai Connect. If you're travelling first class or business class, the connecting stopover time is 6 to 26 hours. You'll be entitled to a hotel stay, meals, visas, transfers and even roaming. For more information on Dubai Connect, make sure that you check the Emirates website to see if you qualify and what else you may be entitled to.
Thank you very much. Ooh, made it to Dubai. It's currently like 1:40 in the morning and our next flight is at 8:55, so we've got about 7 hours. It was meant to be 8 hours, but the flight was 1 hour delayed. So let's see where we're supposed to go. We got a voucher at Glasgow airport that says to make our way to the Dubai Connect gate. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for that and see what they say there. They've got people waiting at the end of that runway to get out of the plane there with people's connections, because it was an hour delayed. So if you've got a tight connection, they'll be able to take you through quickly, which is good. I've got slightly rosy cheeks because I did indulge in a red wine on the plane, but when you're flying Emirates, it'd be rude not to. There is the sign for connections, but we're not connecting, so we're just going to make our way to arrivals. And I do think I remember from last time that when we got to arrivals, there was a sign up on the ceiling that said Dubai Connect, and then it takes you to the desk, and that is where you get your visa and your vouchers. But because we are British and Irish nationals, I don't think we need a visa for Dubai, so they will just give us our hotel vouchers and everything that we need and then shuffle us to the next place. That flight actually wasn't all too bad, 7 hours from Glasgow to Dubai, but our final destination is Bangkok. So I've never watched White Lotus before, and I also didn't watch season 3, which was set in Thailand, but I noticed that they had White Lotus all seasons, but I just started season 3 and I basically watched 5 episodes, the whole flight, didn't sleep, but we're hopefully going to have about 4 hours sleep in this connection, but that made the journey go a lot quicker. So we have just made it right before passport control. Follow the arrival sign, and right before passport control to get out, there is a big screen with all these different signs. One of them says Dubai Connect, so you just turn right. We're heading over there now, and yeah, this is where we should get our vouchers and our visa. And then from last time, they told us to go through passport control as normal and find another desk where we would wait for our shuttle. Let's go and see what happens this time. Okay, so that was different than last time. We did see a sign on it said on the voucher that we got given at Glasgow Airport something about getting your visa at this desk. However, like I just mentioned, we don't need a visa. So she basically just looked at it and said, yeah, head through passport control and go to exit 3 where they'll take you to your hotel. But good to check, it wasn't really a big line there, so I'm happy we went and double checked. So we will head through passport control now and I'll update you on the other side. Got rejected from the gates, have to go to the manual immigration counter. That is me through passport control, had to go through the manual, and then I don't know if I've messed up somewhere. I've basically got a British and an Irish passport, and luckily I had both with me. I don't know if I've entered my British one by accident somewhere in the process, but he basically asked if I had my British passport with me and stamped my British passport. But I've entered my Irish passport's passport number in my Emirates check-in, so I don't know, but I think it's fine just as long as I've got both of them, and I'll probably just use my UK one to get out or hand them both over. I don't really know how it's going to work tomorrow, but that's an issue for tomorrow. I'm through, I'm in Dubai, and now we'll go and find the desk where we can get on our shuttle to our hotel. Okay, we've went through the exit, we're in like the main arrivals part now, and there's still a sign that says Dubai Connect, so we're following that until we see the counter, which I think I can see it over there anyway, so we'll head over there. Don't really know where it says exit 3, but Dubai Connect is clearly signposted anyway. She's taken the hotel voucher and we have to wait in this area here, and I guess they'll tell us when the shuttle's ready. Let's see how long it takes. Oh, she's given us it back, it's just got scribbled on it, so we can't use it again. What a shame. So we landed into Dubai at about 1:30, 1:40, and now it's 2:13. So let's see how long it takes until we actually get to the hotel. I'm hoping it's not too long. It's 2:22. They've just said the shuttle is ready, so we were only waiting about 10 minutes. That's great. There's the buses there. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh. I'm off the shuttle. We were literally on it for like, what, 3 minutes? That was so funny. And here we are at Copthorne Hotel, ready to check in with the vouchers. And that is us checked into our hotel room. It's about 3:45 right now, so we actually do not have that much time. But I just thought I would show you around. So we've got some wardrobes as you come in. This is the toilet, a full length mirror, which is always appreciated. There is some water that they give you, and she told us if you want any more to call up reception. There is a safe in there with a very heavy door. And then we have got 2 single beds, one for me and one for my brother. And then there is a little seating area and a large window with a bit of a view. Well, it's the main road. Not sure how much you can see. Last time we were facing the pool, but we didn't know if it was our hotel's pool or not. And then this bit's a bit weird. There's like loads of empty space for activities. And then over here we've got another mirror, which will be nice. Well, I was going to say for getting ready. I won't have time for getting ready tomorrow. And a little bit of a seating area with a TV and somewhere to put your bags. So it's basic, but it is really nice and spacious, really nice and clean. And yeah, I like it as much as I liked it last time. So this is Copthorne Hotel, and I'm 90% sure that whatever hotel you get given is based on what class of Emirates you're flying. So we obviously flew economy, and this will probably be where everyone in economy gets put if they have booked onto Dubai Connect. It does say that there's a chance that like something might happen, hotels might be full, and basically it says that you'll be given a hotel of like the same standard. But this is where you'll probably be staying if you've booked Dubai Connect with an economy ticket. There's a lot more that I need to tell you about the check-in process in this hotel, but I am quite tired and I'll probably only have like 2 hours sleep, so I'm gonna go to bed. Good morning everyone, it is 5 AM, so I think I've had about 2 hours of sleep, which is better than nothing. But I remembered one thing that you have to know when you're doing Dubai Connect is that if you're checking in bags, your bags will go to the final destination. So for us, that's Bangkok. So we don't have our checked bags tonight, which is also quite nice though, because I don't want to be carting around a big bag for one night. But that just means that you need to pack everything that you need for this one night in Dubai into your cabin bag. So I've used my Cancun, and I've just packed like a change of clothes, a change of pants, my toothpaste, my deodorant, as well as your batteries and your liquids and things that you will need normally in your cabin bag. I'm going to get ready now, and then I'll see you downstairs for breakfast, because you also get a meal voucher for however long you're staying. You will get meal vouchers. When we were here last time for 20 or 22 hours, we got breakfast, lunch and dinner, and we only used breakfast and dinner. This time we have just got breakfast. Obviously we're leaving really early this morning, and the breakfast opens at 5, so hopefully I'll have time to go down and eat some breakfast, but we might be cutting it a bit fine. They told us they wanted us to leave at 6. I think we're going to leave at about 6:30, 6:45. Hopefully the shuttles are regular, and we'll see how we get on with that. Before I forget, this is a quick bathroom tour. We've both used it this morning obviously, but there has been a nice shower with shampoo, conditioner and shower gel, and Also nice that you get a bath and soap and shower caps and things. Really nice, big, spacious bathroom. Pleased about that. We've just finished our breakfast. That was actually quite good. I had beans on toast with mushrooms and a coffee that was edible. But all you have to do is show your boarding pass and then it's completely free and they let you in. It was busy in there. I think a plane's just landed. And now we are just going to check out and wait for our shuttle bus back to the airport. We actually only had to wait about 10 minutes for the shuttle bus to come, and then we got on it like 5 minutes again, and here we are at the airport making our way into departures, and then that will be the layover, the Dubai Connect done. If I've got any other thoughts, I'll put them in at the end of the video. As you can see, I'm no longer in Dubai. I have arrived in Thailand. I'm actually in Krabi right now, but I'm here to film the rest of this vlog and end it for you. There's just a couple more points that I wanted to reinforce in case I hadn't said it clearly enough in the video, or some extra hints and tricks, and then you can ask any questions that you have in the comments and I will answer them for you. One important point that I love about Dubai Connect is if you have a flight in the evening, you don't have the standard checkout time that you usually have, you know, when you normally have to be out of the room by 10, 11 a.m. You can just go out, explore Dubai with how many hours you have, or just stay in the hotel and get a sleep, and then the bus shuttle comes every like 10 minutes from the hotel, picks people up. The only people staying at the hotel will be Dubai Connect guests, so you can just leave your room whatever time that is best for you to leave to get to the airport. They'll probably advise you on this when you check in at reception. They also give you a SIM, a physical SIM at reception when you check in. That is 10 gigabytes. I didn't know about this last year and I bought a 1 gigabyte eSIM. You do not need to do this. It comes with the little packet, and it's also got the little silver thing so that you can take the physical SIM out of your phone and pop the Dubai SIM in if you're going out and exploring in the day. And then at the end of Dubai Connect, you'll get in your shuttle, you head to the airport. It's about 3 minutes away. Make sure you've checked in online. You probably already have. This is the easiest way, obviously. And then you just head straight to departures. Obviously your checked in bag was heading straight to your final destination anyway, so you don't need to do anything about your checked bag. You just head straight to departures and carry on your journey as normal to your final destination. I think this is such a cool concept. To be honest, I probably wouldn't have gone to Dubai if it wasn't for Dubai Connect, but I think it's a really nice way to split up a journey. We've got a couple of people in my family who don't really like long haul flights, that are a little bit nervous by it, and this is a really good way to... I feel like I just saw something in the trees. I'm nervous. Anyway, this is a great way to break up the journey. Even though we only had 8 hours this time, and it only meant that we got about 3 hours sleep, especially as the first flight was delayed, it was still a nice way to get a bit of sleep, get a bit of a freshen up, quickly use the shower and head back out again. And the year before we had 21 hours in Dubai, so we actually went out and saw the Frame in Dubai Mall, and we used the breakfast and dinner meal vouchers, but we had lunch at Dubai Mall, so that was all we paid for, and our Ubers throughout Dubai. So yeah, again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments for me, but I've tried to be a lot clearer in this video than I was in the last one. The last one I just kind of sat you down and talked you through it, but this one I wanted to actually show me going through the process in Dubai as well. So I hope that you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be back next time with a brand new video. Bye guys!